Hello everyone and welcome back again. So this is the React Native Weather App series. In the last video, we have set up the API configuration and we call the two APIs. The first one was the current weather API and the second one is the forecast API. And we also print the response of these two APIs. And you can see this is the current API and this is the forecast API. And today we are going to show the 7 days forecast API. So this is the 7 days forecast API. So for that, I'm going to show you how can we do that things. And we already called the API of the forecast API. So you can see this is my forecast API and this is the forecast API, and we are going to pass the lat long and days, and then this is our API key. Now I'm going to show you how can we get the 7 days data. So just come here to the home API, and this is and we are going to pass our lat long. So this is our current lat long, and this is our get forecast API, and we just pass the one response. First you are going to see the response and the one. Let me save it. Let's save it and open the dev tool. This is my dev tool. Let me reload it and just reload it and just find the data. This is my data. You can see inside the data we have a forecast. So you can see this, we have a one array. It's mean we have the forecast of the today only. So now I'm going to pass the 7 days and save it, and let's see. And this is my response and data. Inside the data we have a 7 array, and already we passed the one array. Already we passed the 0 index array to the for the today, and we have a 7 forecast array. Just we are going to show these data, and this is my day, and we have a hour and day. So we are going to show the day data. For the today forecast we show the hour data, and now we are going to show the day data. So now I'm going to pass this data in my FlatList, and I already passed this is my forecast data. Just copy the state, and now I'm going to the FlatList. Let's see find the FlatList, and this is my FlatList. You can see, let me and just pass in this, and now you can see we do not see anything, and we have mistake also. Let me type the days, 7 days, and let's print the forecast. So we already print the forecast, so let's see the forecast. So what we have in the forecast, just copy. So just copy the forecast data and print it, and we receive the 7 array, and that's in the forecast day. Just copy this and we just get the forecast date data. This is the forecast date data, and just copy and come to the FlatList, remove this, paste. So now we are going to the render item. So this is my render item, you can see, and this is the item. Let's print the item, console log item, and save it, and just copy the item. Date wise data, you can see. Now we are going to the UI, and what should we print? So the first we have a date. So first we are going to print the date. This is my date, and I'm going to print the date, and just like this, and we need to like this, and we just print the, we do not need the substring also for this. So we need to print as a name of the dates, like a Monday, Tuesday, today. So for that I'm going to the a moment. We have a moment also. Just type the import the moment like this, and just add it and dot format, and we have a moment and triple D, and save it. So we need to import the moment also like this and save it. So now we can see, we see the, and if I type the 4D, we just seen the full day names. The weather is rainy or not. So for that we have a condition. Inside the condition we have an image also. Let me show this image also. Let me copy this image and just copy the image and just come here, and we need to pass the HTTPS https like this. So we have this icon, you can see. So now we are going to assign these images according to the condition, and inside the day we have a condition, and the condition we have an image. So now I'm going to show you this image also. So for that we are going to comment this source and just type the source, and we do not need this again. So let me remove this. Inside the source we have a URI like this, and we need to add the https like this, and we need to add the item, and inside the item we have a day. Inside the item we have a day. Inside the day we have a condition. Just copy the day like this, and then we have a condition, and let me copy the whole condition again, and just come here, and we need to pass the icon. We need to pass the icon URL like this. Just pass the icon URL, and let me like this. So you can see we just seen we increase the size also 32. We needed 32 and also 32. Yeah, it's look fine. Let me remove this content also. So you can see we don't need the height 32, we just need to hide 24, but width we need the 32. And now I'm going to pass this text also. So let me copy this text and come here, and we already defined the text also. This is my text. Inside the weather we have a item day. Just pass the item day, and we have a condition. Inside the condition we have a text. Let me add the number of the lines, and number of the lines should be a 1 always. So now I'm going to print the temperature also. So this is the temperature we have, and let me print this temperature, and we have a average temperature. Let me copy the average temperature and just come to the, and we have a text condition. This is the temperature, and let me comment this temperature. Let's see, and we do not see anything. And we have an item. Inside the item we have a day. Inside the item we have a day. Inside the day we have a average temperature like this in Celsius. Also we need to add the maximum temperature, and just add this backslash and add this, and we need to, so just add this, and again just copy the whole line, and just come here and just add the dollar sign, and just copy the maximum temperature in Celsius. Just copy, and this is the max temperature. So this is the max temperature. You can see max temperature, and so this is the minimum and this is the maximum. So we need to copy this a maximum temperature, and we need to also the minimum temperature also. Just copy the minimum temperature. We need to show the minimum and the maximum temperature, not the average temperature. And let me format the code. So now you can see we just seen the minimum and maximum temperature. Let me reload it again. Now you can see we just print the 7 days forecast also. So now I'm going to show you how can we add the activity indicator. Like when we are going to reload the app, in the starting we seen the undefined, so that's not looking good. So for that I'm going to the custom component, and this is my component, and just type the custom activity indicator like this .js, and just import like this. And also we need to pass the activity indicator, and let me type the style for this, and we need to pass the flex one, and first we are going to pass the size also. We need to size and color. Just come here, size, just pass the size, and we need to pass the color also, and we need to pass the color also, color, and just pass the color, save it. So now I'm going to import this indicator to the home screen. This is my home screen, you can see, and we are going to import this custom activity indicator. We have a let's just import the custom activity indicator also. Our activity indicator, let's go to the activity indicator again, and we need to fix this and just remove the flex one. We do not need the flex one, and also just come here, and we just cut this and just add the view, paste it, and also we need to style the view, position, absolute, and we need to pass like a top 0 and bottom also 0 and left also 0 and right also 0, right 0, and just add the justify content also center, the center, and let me also size, and we need to pass the size also large. You can see we just pass the large size, and also we can going to pass the color. Inside the color we need to pass the colors dot white, or we are going to pass the green one, pass the red color, and this is the activity indicator, you can see. And let me reload the app again. So now I'm going to show you when you get the response, we need to off this activity indicator. So just come here and create the one state, and just create the one state const is loading, set is loading, and by default it should be a false, and just copy and just make it true. When you get the response, we need to make it false again. Just copy the false one also. When you get the catch also, when you come to the catch also, when you get the error also, we need to false this also. And just come to the forecast API also. First we need to make it true, and then just copy. We need to make it false also. When you get the data, we need to make it false. So when you assign the data, after that we need to make it false like this. And also if you get the error, we need to make it false like this. And now we are going to show this also, and we are going to see this like a, and let me make it like this and wrap it in one like this, and just type is loading, and we need to show like this. If is loading is true, we need to show our all scroll view data. If is loading is false, we need to show. So let me make it like this. Yeah, now it's looking perfect. Let me reload it like this. So you can see we just make it the activity indicator also. So when the response will not assign, till that we are going to show the activity indicator. when we assign the data to the state, and then we can show our data also to the user like this. So like this we can call the API and create the activity indicator. So this is for today, and the next video I'm going to show you how we are going to call this air condition API, and we are going to call the search API also. So this is for today. See you in next video. For now, bye bye.